seeing you, DJ. God bless, brother. This is breaking.
We have an opportunity to do something that could be phenomenal.
It's over.
And I don't want to be cute. I don't want to be a wise guy. But
good seeing you, Vivian.
Of the Middle East,
it's a done deal.
That could be so bad. This could be so magnificent.
Trump Gaza. Good to see you, Vivian.
We have an opportunity to do something that could be phenomenal. And I don't want to be cute. I don't want to be a wise guy, but the Riviera of the Middle East is...
This is breaking. This is breaking. This came out in Israel today. AI video represents Gaza according to Trump's plan. This is Trump's plan. This was in the Israel news, national news, an artificial intelligent video. It says Glinda presents her vision of Gaza, involuntary immigration plan, reconstruction, and cooperation with Trump. Cooperation with Trump. This is the Trump plan. IDF chief told me Israel must annex northern Gaza for security purposes. This is their plan. They're voting on it. This is the Knesset right here. Knesset set to vote on a non-binding motion in favor of annexing the West Bank. I talked about this in my video. This is today. As I talked about before, this is turning it over to Trump, as I talked about. This is the Knesset. They're voting on this. But this is the Trump plan. This is in cooperation with Trump. Why are they cooperating with Trump? Trump said that he would own it. This is a plan from the beginning.
I strongly believe that the Gaza Strip, which has been a symbol of death and destruction for so many decades, and so bad for the people anywhere near it, and especially those who live there, and frankly, it's been really very unlucky. It's been very unlucky. It's been an unlucky place for a long time. Being in its presence.
Unlucky. It's going to be unlucky for Trump.
It's just has not been good. And it should not go through a process of rebuilding and occupation by the same people that have really stood there and fought for it and lived there and died there and lived a miserable existence there. Instead, we should go to other countries of interest with humanitarian hearts, and there are many of them that want to do this.
It's not a two-state solution. It's Trump owning it. Trump owning the land.
Palestinians living in Gaza, ending the death and destruction and frankly bad luck.
Parting the land is giving it to somebody else, as I've been talking about all along.
It could be 1, 2,
it's
3,
annexing
4,
it.
5, 7, 8, 12. It could be numerous sites, or it could be one large site. But the people will be able to live in comfort.
Trump says he will take over Gaza and own it. This just happened. This is happening. They're voting on it. Knesset votes on non-binding motion in favor of annexing the West Bank. This is breaking. Yep, bomb them out, starve them out. As I said before in my video this morning, I expected this to happen at the end of the month. It's going to happen tomorrow. Here it is right here. IDF chief told me Israel must annex northern Gaza for security purposes. That's what they're doing. They're going to turn it over to Trump. This is also in Israel. It talks about reconstruction, cooperation with Trump. This is Trump's plan. Here it is right here. This was a plan all along. The video includes digital generated images of cabinet members mocking the proposal, followed by a depiction. Former U.S. president introduced similar immigration incentives later this year. So this is the Trump plan. I talked about this in my video. About parting the land. This is one person. I talked about the starving people. That's what's going on right now. I knew this would happen pretty shortly. I did talk about this in my video. There's many. They're seeking food. This is in Ezekiel 16. It just says diminishing their ordinary food of the Palestine people. This is in Ezekiel 16 right here. In Ezekiel 17, it talks about the king of Babylon came to Jerusalem. That's what he did. And taken the king thereof and princes thereof and led them with him to Babylon. It says he will die. Right here talks about one person, as I talked about before. As I live, Lord, surely the king dwelleth, and the king, that oath I despise, and whose covenant he brake, even him in the midst of Babylon shall die. I've been talking about this for a long time. It's not a bunch of people, it's one person. This is also in Joel. I also talked about this before. It's also in Isaiah. Trump is a treacherous dealer. Treacherous dealer, deal treacherously. That's why I was looking at this morning. I was showing about the hurricanes, the burden of the desert of the sea as whirlwinds pass through, come from the desert, from a terrible land. Desert sands. There's also some hurricanes going. I did talk about it in my video right here this morning. Right here, I talked about the hurricanes by China. The hurricanes this morning, I talked about it. It's this one right here. It's is right here, diminishing the. So this is breaking. Just as Trump said, they're voting on it tomorrow.
This could be something that could be so bad. This could be so magnificent.
So he's been talking about this when Benjamin Netanyahu came to the United States. When Benjamin Netanyahu came to the United States, he said that it would be wonderful also. This was just a couple weeks ago. He said once the Palestine people get out of there, something wonderful will happen. So this is exactly what's going on. So this is breaking. I want to thank Rod for sending me this. Rod sent me this. Thank you, Rod. Greatly appreciated. Anybody want to get more information on it? I got these videos I posted on my community post page. Breaking: Palestine's leaders say no. U.S. and Israel are no longer pretending. This one right here, the Arabs have already been saying this. This was 2 weeks ago. This has been the plan 2 weeks ago. The Arabs even knew that they were going to annex. Israel was going to be annexed. And as I said, this is Trump. Trump's going to take over it. It's Trump's plan. As you can see right here, this is according to Trump's plan. This is what it is. This is what they're voting on. It's parting the land, as I talked about before. Ezekiel, as I've been talking about, diminishing the food. The people leaving there, as I talked about before, they're going to agree on this, and then they're going to let these people come back, I'm assuming, or give them food. But we know what happens after this. What happens after this is Trump will die, as I've been talking about right here. This will happen next. This would be happening next. So, good seeing everybody. Thanks to my mods. I tried to message everybody before my live. Good seeing everybody, but this is breaking. God bless. Hope everybody's doing well. Keep prayed up. Keep looking up. We'll see what happens. I expect this to happen next. I expect us to have a hurricane, whirlwinds, but it says right here, says woman in travail right here, woman in travail. I expect this, we leave woman in travail when the whirlwind passes through. This will all happen at the same time. So, good seeing everybody. God bless. Hope everybody's doing well.